With the new adaptation of The Crow starring Bill Skarsgård coming out next month, I thought I'd watch the original 1994 classic for the first time, especially since it has now been 30 years since it came out. Now, I had always heard about this film mainly for the tragedy surrounding the film in which the star of the film, Brandon Lee, was killed on set during the making of the film. In fact, you can argue that this was one of the first mainstream films where the buzz around the film was elevated by the death of a cast member like Heath Ledger on The Dark Knight or Paul Walker on Furious 7. And this movie surely was considering the story of The Crow. Now, outside of that, I never read or really heard of The Crow comic. So as for my first experience with the film, the 90s Gothic tone was never really my cup of tea, but I can still look at it through the lens of 1994 and see why people vibed with it so much. The Gothic tone does lend itself to the material. It's a great, straightforward revenge tale. I thought the resurrection and birth of Eric Draven as the Crow was amazing. The techniques they used to make up for the scenes that Brandon Lee was unfortunately not able to complete. And it was mind-blowing even for 1994 standards. I swear I wouldn't even know it today. Some solid performances from Ernie Hudson, who I didn't know was in this film. Tony Todd, the actor who plays the main villain, is great. And of course, I gotta give glory to the late Brandon Lee, who 100% carries this film. This movie, at least for me, works because it has this gothic sincerity that is anchored by Brandon Lee's performance. He was so committed to this character in the world that his performance lends a gravitas to the most insane things. And that's why I gave The Crow the thumbs up emoji. Rest in peace, Brandon Lee.